This video gives an introduction to Trim's automated post-processing functions. These allow you to automatically apply TUFLOW utilities such as DAT to DAT and TUFLOW to GIS in sequence following the completion of a group of TUFLOW simulations. Trim can also automate a range of other utilities such as automatic format conversion to map info tables, Esri shapefiles, or GeoTIFF grids instead of ASCII grid text files. Any other utilities accessible via command line can also be easily integrated. A central concept to post-processing is the idea of simulation groups. This is mainly required for using DAT to DAT to extract results from a series of simulations. In the main window, groups can easily be assigned by selecting multiple simulations and selecting Assign to New Group from the right-click menu. However, the most powerful way to assign groups is using an event-based TUFLOW model. When you open or drag in an event-based TUFLOW model, you can then use the Auto Add button to add all combination of events and durations based on the event naming convention. When you do this, you can see that Trim has automatically grouped all simulations pertaining to the same event. You can now delete those not required and even duplicate a group with a new scenario. You can also easily edit the post-processing template and communication profiles that apply to each group. Once you click OK, you will see the simulations are added to the queue. Now let's examine one of the standard post-processing templates that comes with Trim. Each template is made up of a series of lines. In this example, the first line will automatically apply DAT to DAT to a group of simulations to extract peak results for all map output data types common to all simulations in the group. The second line will then create ASCII grids of all the peak results. It's worth noting here that there are two special commands entered onto this line. The first instructs TUFLOW to GIS to create the grids at a resolution of half the cell size of the minimum 2D domain, as recommended by the TUFLOW manual. The second special command instructs TUFLOW to GIS to remove any 1D networks that have the text subsurface in their name. This can be helpful if you don't want the results of underground 1D networks in your grid-based results. Of course, you can customize or remove this special command based on your modeling procedures. The third line will instruct TUFLOW to GIS to create arrows based on the velocity results. The type filter column is used if you want to restrict a command to only operate on a subset of the map output types. The last line will convert the midmif output of the previous command to map info table to save you a few more clicks. There are a few more templates in the list. At the moment they are quite similar in function, but offer Esri alternatives such as shapefiles for the velocity arrows. There are also templates that will generate GeoTIFF grids instead of ASCII grids, which have some performance and disk space advantages, particularly for ArcGIS users. You can of course modify these or create your own templates. Before we run the template, it's worth noting a couple extra options in the communication profiles. These settings govern if you want to be emailed or Skyped when post-processing is successful or unsuccessful or both. Now let's demonstrate the post-processing. The first step you may want to do is previewing the post-processing commands via the right-click option, Preview Commands. This form shows you all the commands that will be applied based on the selected template. You can even directly copy these commands into a command prompt if you want to test them. The running of post-processing is integrated into the model queues and will automatically run as soon as all the simulations in the group have been completed. However, if you know all the result files are present, you can manually force the template to run via the right-click option, Do Post-Processing Now. You should then see all the commands run in sequence. Following completion of the post-processing, you can view the results via the right-click option, View Results. This form shows all the commands plus all the text that appeared in the command window while these were running. That's basically all there is to it. Now you'll virtually never need another batch file to process your TUFLOW results, and they'll be automatically post-processed and ready for you when you arrive in the morning.